I'm so happy to have another episode of No Bonnets in First Class. And you can get the hoodie and be the
Thank
bonnet police like me. But again, and I say every single episode, this is not about bonnets. This is about enlightening the audience, young, old, every age, to all of this information that's out here. And I have a special guest, and I guess you say you always have a special. They're always special. They're all special to me.
And you are very special.
But this lady today was when I known her 10 years. And the reason why I know it's been 10 years is because my grandson was born, the Prince, Mayor,
The
10 years
prince.
ago. And he was 1 pound, 8 ounces, like stick of butter. And he was in the NICU for 100 and I think 156 days. I'm not sure how long it was. It was about 3, 4 months. It was over 3 months. And I wrote a little book about it. He actually wrote the book about it. I just was the translator. And in the book, he talked about his nurse mommy. And his nurse mommy was my guest today, Jenna. I will not even attempt your last name.
You can just say K.
Jenna K, nurse mommy to
That's fine.
Mayor.
Oh
And
my
we have
gosh.
remained in touch, and she has done some wonderful things outside of the NICU, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce my friend Jenna to you and let
Well,
you tell her and let her tell you a little bit about what she's doing now. Hey, Jenna.
hey, hello everybody. Yes, Nurse Jenna will remain Nurse Jenna for the rest of her life, I guess. I love those babies. Mayor was special to my heart and your family. And I can just, it's something that is so important to see these little lives fighting. And we see that through um hard to through these really hard cases where kids are very sick. They fight, but they also fight so much better when they have good family around them. It shows and helps. Anyhow, yes, so NICU nurse for, I don't know, probably 22 years. Still love these babies. But after that, I'm originally from Bosnia. Um, Came from Bosnia after the war, lived in Germany, worked there as a nurse, came over here with little kids and husband, and um, got my license over here, worked, like I said, almost 20 years in the NICU only. And then pursued my family nurse practitioner. After that, opened up my clinic. We are in Roswell, Georgia. It's called Revived Radiance Clinic. And we are a small clinic, but we are really happy to, I would say, remain that way because we are able to take care of our people like family. We know everybody by name. Everybody feels like they come over here and they can, you know, they can tell us all their worries, whatever, we can help with. Um, Anyways, we do aesthetics, we do weight loss, we do hormonal replacement therapy, but what's very important, bioidentical hormonal replacement therapy, it matters. And I can talk about that later or whenever Wanda wants me to talk about that. And so,
I
yeah.
do. The weight loss, I think as Americans, we weigh a lot. We eat. The last episode I had, we were talking about the number one cause in African Americans is heart attacks, uh,
Yes.
heart disease. And I think it comes, well, I'm going to let you talk about the weight aspect because it just comes from eating bad. And, there's so many things out here. I see all over the place the GLP. I don't understand it. So it's like, no, no, no. Even though I see people doing it. And I question how safe it is. I question if it's for us. I question like just hard work and exercise. What do you do? And what are the effects? But I would like to let you talk about that because I don't know, but I do want you to hit on things like these BBLs. I'm not sure if that's what you guys do at Radiance, but I've always like frowned my nose up at all of it. But
Yeah.
I'm older, you know, and these
Well,
kids are getting it all. So we want to
I know.
educate them, and that's
I
what I
know.
want you to do.
Okay. So I would say, I'm very uh, Wanda, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm sorry, I had interruption.
Okay.
So I am very pro-natural and very conservative when it comes to, I would say, anything, that is not natural. But so where would I start is when we talk about, African American and Caucasian, same, Asian, anybody in general, to start educating our kids not to eat junk. Here in the United States, we eat so much junk. Snacks, send snacks to school. Well, what snacks are they taking? We have all these colors and dyes added to the snacks for kids, and well, go and the fast food is not healthy. Well, then people start talking about, oh, well, this one is more healthier. No, fast food is healthy. We need to teach them to try cook and try to prepare food for themselves. Teach young kids and girls what's good for them and boys. I'm just talking about that, and then so when they learn what's healthy from their young age, they will most likely be more aware and choose when they're older, and not to put too much weight like sugar. um, there are so many studies that are done proving that sugar, you know, um, feeds cancer cells and all of that. And yes, you have to have sugar, but do we really have to have that much as we do all the time? No. Um, so medication, when it comes to medication, GLP-1s are, so far as we know, what the regular research has shown, they are safe, and but there's the line you have to um, know where to go. Like, people go online and they order GLP. As soon as they see GLP-1, they don't know where they're ordering from, they don't know what they're getting. I had several instances, I had patients, they came to the clinic because their friends were with us, and these people order online. They did not know how much to inject. They did not know what they're injecting. One lady ended up in emergency room because she took the whole month. I'm glad she didn't die, actually. I don't know. She injected everything she got. So,
Question. Is
yeah,
injection the only way you can get these
no.
products?
So there are pills. And as a matter of fact, Eli Lilly just came out with the pill now. But how effective pills from before, really, I can tell you honestly, it doesn't work like injection. Now, is the new one that are coming out is going to work better? I'm not sure. We have to wait and see. I don't think they released it either, even. But I know that, like, I've been doing the GLP-1s at the clinic now. For FDA has approved Manjaro for diabetes, Zepbound or tirzepatide, FDA approved for weight loss. It does work. Makes your body, it makes the sugar and carbohydrates, when we take carbohydrates, they become sugar in our body. It makes it just reabsorb it differently and get rid of it instead of storing it in the liver. And people also affects the part of our brain that tells us that we're hungry. So when people come, when they are on GLP-1, when they start taking it, they come back and say, you know what? The plate that I was fixing before, I fix it again, but I take like one third of it, or I take half of it at first and then one third of it, and I'm not hungry. I know I'm taking everything that I need, because we talk to people before they start. It's important to take protein, like put your chicken on, on your salad and have that instead of, having too much carbohydrates. Try to stay away from bread too much, because that's all sugar after we
Right.
eat it. And
What about rice
so,
and pasta?
and
All
pasta,
carbohydrates.
same, all carbohydrates.
I love them.
Yes. So it's just, it's all about training our brain, I think, and know what's good for us. Train your brain what's good for you. And I tell people when they start, before they start, I tell them this weight loss program is going to help you put your brain in shape. You will learn what's good for you and what's not good for you, because eventually you have to wean off, because once you reach, if somebody's here for the weight loss, then we talk about goal. Once they reach their goal approximately that weight, then we start about weaning off. If you start, if you stop cold turkey, you will regain all that weight. So we taper
Because what
everybody off.
usually happens, right? All of a
Yes.
sudden you want to
Yes.
eat everything that you weren't eating, or so same
Yeah.
results.
Yes.
Insanity, doing the
Yes.
same thing, expecting a different result, right?
True. So I tell everybody, you will train yourself through this program, what's good for you. And then when we taper you off, we go slowly tapering off. Some people choose, especially if they have issues with their A1C, hemoglobin A1C, it's a percentage of your blood sugar in the last 3 months. If they have that, or if they have diabetes, I had people with diabetes that they don't have to take metformin. I hate metformin. It's not good for you. But, some people have to take it anyways. So when they get to that goal, then it's important to, some people choose to microdose, so you basically keep them on lowest possible dose for a little while, and then they see, some people stay for a longer time. Now research has shown that the GLP-1s have, especially tirzepatide, has helped with prevention of dementia, has helped with prevention, with kidney function and all of that. So different specialties are prescribing it for different reasons now more. Um, and then I also talk to people before they start. Do not tell me about weight that you had in your high school, because you're going to look sick.
Right.
Do not wait till you start looking sick. You need to look healthy, lose weight that is good for you at this age now, and then just taper off microdose and for a little while, and then you see, you can always, those are, small doses that you can afford. Insurance lately is not covering. I don't take insurance anymore because it's so much trouble. People wait for months and they never get it. I mean, not always, but in rare instances they have insurance now covering it. So basically what our industry has done is, who can who has the money to invest in themselves, they're going to have it. Who doesn't, I always say it's important to invest in your health better than paying for the hospital bills later.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
What about
yes,
these younger kids? Because a lot of them are overweight.
well, I would, younger kid, well,
Not
I
little
would,
kids, teenagers. Teenagers.
teenagers,
Yes.
yes, so they are not, endocrinologists are starting in some cases to put them on GLP-1s. I don't treat anybody till like age 21, 22. But they need to basically, there's so much information out there. I would bring research, I would bring examples to kids, have them read let them research what's good for your body to eat and what is not. They are all computer savvy, they can find information. You can show them what is that doing for their health and their bodies. And I'm sure they will understand. We have smart kids. It's
We do.
just, yeah, it's just, and they're like little lawyers when they talk to you. It's just it's just teaching them how to. There are apps on the phone that when they go to store, they can scan and they can figure out what's good for them to buy and what is not. And I cannot remember exactly. I have it on my phone.
Yeah, my
What
nephew, he's scanning everything now.
Yes, yes, and it tells you.
Everything.
Yes. So they can also see what's good for them and what is not, what is going to make them not only look the way they not want to look, but also to affect their health. That's what I would say. I always joke and say I brainwash my kids where I have 21 and 31-year-old. They cook. They both cook. And they both, my son is busy. He is a physician, but he finds a play of time in his day to grow a garden,
Okay.
grow his own garden, have the kids. That's their activity. Grow in the garden, figure out have them put on chat GPT how to grow a garden, what's, organic garden, and, have them eat their own products instead of going and spending money at these stores and you don't know what you're buying. I'm
And how
all for
about
that.
that? Some good family time.
Good family time. Yes. Yeah, that's true. So I'm all for that. And we can connect that to hormones for hormonal replacement therapy too, like bioidentical. Why I don't like the synthetics. Synthetic hormones are made from animals. They're made the way that our body reacts to it as something that is not part of it. Bioidentical is made from jams and for plants that are made on molecular level. Our body makes hormones. So, and it's also, you order it from compounding pharmacies that are making it micronized. Your body is absorbing it the way it needs to be absorbed, the natural way. And I have ladies in, postmenopausal, menopausal, they come and, oh, I'm putting so much weight, my belly's getting bigger, I cannot sleep at night. Those are all hormonal imbalances.
Right.
Not you. You look amazing.
I'm
Those are all
tucking
hormonal
my
imbalances.
belly
Oh
in.
my gosh. But yeah, so basically, you know, um, I would say normal is not optimal. What's normal for me is not normal for you.
Right.
So when they made in laboratories, when they made these standard, they have these ranges. This is normal, this is not normal. How do I know this is normal for me? So I don't treat anybody before we do labs. We do blood work, I do full hormonal panel and check everybody's hormones first with the regular labs, CMP, CBC, and all of that. And we are very reasonable, like for a little less than $100. I mean, not 100, $400, you can get the whole panel at our clinic. And you go to other places, people tell me it's like 800, $1,500. But I we are trying to make it affordable when people can do that. And then you see what needs to be brought to the normal range and optimal range.
And
And
I've learned people pay for what they want.
yes, they
You
do.
know.
And, but we also made it more affordable where I offer, like, our clinic takes flexible spending, health savings account. I am contracted with Cherry. It's for medical expenses, actually. It's like soft credit check. And then people can, it's 2 minutes. We send them like a link on the app.
Mhm.
They log into that, they get approved. It doesn't matter. 1,500, 3,000, 5,000. You choose. And then whatever the charge is for hormones, because we order from compounding pharmacies, it's like a monthly fee, basically. It's like between 150 and 180 a month, but you get all your medication covered with that management. And 24/7, people can communicate with me and they can do it through the cherry where they can pay that in payments. Like it's
Right.
really easy. Everybody likes that. And some people pay with their credit cards. I don't make a choice. But
Right.
we have to make it more affordable for people. I have to run the business too, so I have to charge, but I don't have to go crazy with it.
Right. Well, I know that you closed your business down and didn't take any customers, so I don't want to run out of time, but I do want to ask, what made you, as a NICU nurse, decide I'm going to do this? You did it. So,
Yes.
where did that transition happen?
So I like the whole lifespan. I used to work in Germany with adults. Worked with at the hospital. Worked at the skin clinic. I love skin. So I started doing, I am very much a fan of, like I said, natural, like platelet rich plasma, PRP. I do facials all the time. People love it. It's your own blood. We draw it. We do microneedling, put the PRP. There is nothing chemical in it. So I wanted to do that. Then I got into, because I'm very conservative, like I said, even if I do Botox and this sport or Xeomin or anything like that, I don't inject crazy units. People come and say, "Oh, they injected my face with like 65 units." And, we go over it and, I inject 35 and everybody's happy. It's all about being happy, but don't go overboard, you know,
Right.
stuff like that. So
Right.
I just wanted to be doing other stuff too, and then help, with this. And then as you go, you open up a clinic, you do one thing, and then you're like, oh, look, I have people asking him about this. Let me see if he can help with that one in that area and stuff like that. That's how we got into all of this.
Okay. And you still do, and you still at the NICU, I heard.
I still go for, yes, I do still go to NICU 2 days. I see these kids, and as we all know, in this country, insurance and all these benefits are a big thing. And for me, as a small business owner, it's easier to do that and still see my babies over there and have that all covered, and then have fun over here at the clinic too.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
I am so delighted. I have learned so much just in having conversation with you. That's why I wanted you to have the conversation with our audience, because these are things, I mean, people are doing it. They need to be educated about every aspect of their life, finance,
Yes.
health,
Yes.
and it all works together to,
Yes. Yes.
have a mentally, physically, spiritually sound person.
Yes.
So,
And
radiance,
Revived Radiance Clinic.
revived. I always forget the first word because I always
Yes.
think about radiance, but
Yes.
revived radiance. Um,
Clinic in Georgia. The
Tell
six
us
months.
the address. Tell us, you can
Yes.
briefly kind of tell us the services and,
Yes.
uh,
I have a little pamphlet, but I don't know if anybody can read. I can read it. I don't know if it's if
and
this
what
is
I'll do, I'll put it, we'll make sure, but because
yes, I
people
can.
are listening and they can play it back, you take it away, Jenna.
Yes, that's okay. So it's Revived Radiance Clinic in Roswell, Georgia. We are at 615 Colonial Park Drive, 615 Colonial Park Drive, Suite 103, Roswell, Georgia 30075. Phone number is 470-292-3400. But what I would suggest, if anybody is interested in visiting us, just go online at www.revivedradiance.com, or just Google Revived Radiance Clinic in Roswell, Georgia. Go to our website. When you open up the website, the home, you'll see schedule an appointment. Right there, you see open days or spots. You can schedule consult. We don't charge for 15-minute consult anybody. And that way we can start. We do, like I said, aesthetics, Botox, PRP. We do the weight loss. We do bioidentical hormonal replacement therapy. We um, customized treatment plans for everybody. We make it work. I know we don't take insurance, but like I said, we make it work the best way anybody can do. I don't know. Well, I talk to everybody, so we make it work somehow. I don't let people walk away for no reason. If you can find a way of financing or anything like that. But we're not extremely. We're reasonable. Our services are reasonable. Let's put it that way. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm about to wrap another episode of No Bonnets in First Class. My guest has been Jenna K.
Jenna K. Yes, Karnchia, Jenna K.
And Revived Radiance is the
Clinic.
name of the place. And anything else you want to add to let our audience know? I don't want you to keep your customers waiting. So
Okay.
I'm a little free, but I know
Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Wanda. So what I want to add is two things. First, if you're interested in any of these services, and I don't know, where you're located, please, please don't order anything online. Go to somebody that you can trust. Talk to people. Ask them to have 15 minutes talk to you and see if you match, if you can trust these people. Go to a certified provider. That's what I want to say, because there are a lot of people that are, you need to find somebody who is certified, who went to school for things that they're doing. And then another thing is, I'm running a promotion in June for my dear friend Wanda. Anybody who comes to the clinic and say that they have, going to make it special, Wanda 2026, it's code, will have 15% of all our services in June. And also for all people that have heard through this podcast, and they mentioned Wanda 226, you're invited to our Botox party that I usually run for nurses every 3 months. And we have it on May 27th and May 28th. Again, we close the clinic just for nurses. We have little like a party where we have food and we'll have light mimosas and stuff, but we do have it for nurses. Wanda's audience is invited May 27th and May 28th, and is a big discount for nurses. You will be able to get the same price. We would charge $11 per unit for Botox and this sport, which is very cheap in this area on those 2 days. So just, yes,
Can I come
go
for the
online and
mimosas?
schedule. Yes, yes. Little light mimosas, not much. We
It's
can have a little
okay.
bit. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking out your time, for pausing your clinic. I know we've been trying to schedule this for a while, so we did it the best way we can, and hopefully, people have been educated, enlightened, and will come to the Botox party.
Yes. Thank you so much, Wanda. Have a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
day and
You too.
have a great
Safe
day, everybody.
travels. I know you're about to go to Europe, so safe
Thank you.
travels, and I'll talk to you either before
Thank
you go
you.
or when you get back.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
wonderful day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Miles Davis, Coltrane.